Have we had anybody ask about it?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, right now there's a couple of people from each district. 3 of the 4, I'm sure, will apply for it. So, yeah.
Okay, the accreditation waiver. Are you going to handle that with the Spanish?
I sure will. We have offered 4th-year Spanish at East Rock County and college credit since the time that we have been together. And the state code says that every school must offer Spanish 3 and Spanish 4. And for accreditation, you have to offer and teach. And what that means is you have to offer and teach it at the high school level. We offer and teach Spanish 3 for high school credit. We offer and teach Spanish 4 for college credit only. That does not meet accreditation standards. And if you're thinking that feels a little bit like going backwards, it's a personal issue I have with it, but the DE's in control of it. So if you take a look at the small print under that item in your board packet, I'm pretty certain if we file for a waiver that it will not be approved. And I think a year from this, well, come next fall, we're going to have to offer and teach Spanish 4 for high school credit. We can still offer and teach Spanish 1 college credit, but they're wanting a kid in Spanish 4 for high school credit. So the code says the school board has approved a request to be waived from the 3rd and 4th sequential units of foreign language. There doesn't have to be a hearing. There's no department deadline. I have to cite an assurance that all the requirements are met. We have to show the licensure of our teachers. We have 2 full-time teachers, and by the way, they're licensed, and we meet all the requirements. It's been a little bit of an ongoing argument with the DE, and we are not the only district in the situation. Schools last year in our AEA that had accreditation visits were accredited by having only Spanish 4 for college credit, and this year, it's sort of like the audits every year, there's some focus, and this year it's about Spanish 4. So we have our DE visit this spring for accreditation. They won't call us not accredited until another year. But it's very clear from the guy that I'm communicating with at the DE that the waiver won't be approved. But I said, we're going to file a waiver. And he said, I would if I were you. But he said, I just want you to know it's not going to be approved. And I said, well, I think the wishes of our district and our patrons and our students and our parents is that kids have access to college credit, because that curriculum is as rigorous as the high school Spanish 4. So I'm asking that each board approve waiving the 3rd and 4th sequential units of foreign language, when in fact you know that we're not really waiving 3rd year, we're just waiving 4th year. I would entertain questions or comments that board members might have.
If no child chooses to take a high school or Spanish credit,
we won't be accredited.
We're going to do just like the Democrats did. We're going to pay them to take the class.
Well, here's the only way they'll take it. We'll have to drop the college credit class. The only way the high school kids will take Spanish 4 for high school credit is if we drop the college credit course. And you know how you sort of have to develop plans for, okay, so if this fails and then this fails, what do you do next? I don't know what my plan is to recommend to you, but believe me, I'm going to have one, because I think this is wrong, as well as about 150 other superintendents in Iowa that think it's wrong too.
Can you just offer it in your course book?
No, you have to show the students that are taking it. We have to show them who's enrolled in it.
If our plan is to only get rid of the 4th one, why are we asking for a waiver for 3rd and 4th?
We're not asking for 3rd and 4th.
Okay.
Just 4th.
Yes, your motion, someone's motion could just be for 4th.
Okay.
Good point. What it's saying there is that you can offer that waiver, because what can happen is you can offer one year and one the other. So actually what I'm going to suggest after they don't take this waiver is that this is our opposite year. Okay, this is the year that we're offering 3rd year, but not 4th year. That gets us through this year. See, then that's where next year we're up a creek. But we'll deal with that in a few months. So the actual motions would be to waive 4th year sequential foreign language, which for us is Spanish, and you're asking the department to waive that for the school year.
Do we have such a motion?
Make a motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
A motion to ask the state to waive the Spanish and foreign language. Any other discussion? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Staff board,
I'll make the same motion.
second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.